Today we're going to be making a rabbit maze, and what we're going to try to do is make one that is a little more attractive than the ones you normally see at the stores. I don't know who designs those things, but they are so ugly. What do you think, Evelyn?
So crappy.
So ugly. So what we're going to do, we're going to start. Evelyn, what do we need?
We need this long metal ruler. Ooh.
And some duct tape.
Don't forget about these scissors. To cut out the duct tape.
And also, I'm using a box cutter, but you can use scissors. That's actually safer.
We got two paintbrushes, a big one and a little one.
For the big one and the little one.
Yeah.
Scissors.
If this one's for me, so you don't need to. Just the big one's for my mom and this one's for me. And you also need this paint. It doesn't matter what color.
Doesn't matter what kind. We have some purple paint left over from a closet.
And we have this flat piece of cardboard. But one of the most important things I'm getting right now.
We have an extra piece of cardboard so that we don't accidentally cut the table.
And one of the most important things is a rabbit. This is Snowy. You can have two or one. We decided to get two. Yeah.
The other thing you're going to need is a big box.
Giant. This is really big.
We have this Amazon box. It's pretty big. It's big enough to make enough room for the bunnies to run around. And the first thing I'm going to do.
We already taped it, so it's going to be safe for them.
Yeah. So I've taped this with some duct tape. Sometimes when you get boxes in the mail, they loosen up a little bit or they're not exactly plumb, which, over time will, of course, drive you nuts if it's not straight. So here we've taped and reinforced the inside as well. Turn this so we've reinforced it with, that's just plain duct tape. So now what I'm going to do is cut the flaps off. So we've cut the flaps off. It's a little bit rough. We can decide later if it bothers us, we might put some tape trim. But right now we're just going to leave it the way it is. And our next step is to cut a hole for going in and a hole for going out for the bunnies. I'm just going to draw a square, a rectangle here on the box that's about as tall as our larger bunny, Snowy. And then cut the rectangle.
She's just like, shake that feet, shake my feet, shake my feet, shake my feet, shake my feet. Ooh, fluffy, 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 fluffy.
Okay, so there's one hole.
Can I keep this?
Yes.
Yay!
So, and then the next hole, I'm going to offset that.
Yeah.
A little bit, so we have one here, and then I'll put the other one there, so that they have a different way in and out.
Hello. So what's next?
Next, we're going to paint the outside of the maze, but first we need old clothes. Okay, that's better.
Yeah.
So now we're going to paint. Turn the box this way. Okay.
This is probably my favorite part, except for the bunny train. It should be very fun.
So we're going to, don't get too much paint on your paintbrush.
Yes. Do not get too much paint.
We're just going to
make it all sloppy. Just a code. Doesn't matter if you leave it plain, but we recommend to make it look good. It doesn't really matter though, because the bunnies don't really care. Going down. Boop.
So the next step is we're going to use the flaps of the box to create a maze for the bunnies. And what I'm going to do is actually cut some squares, little doors, and then we can put them inside. Then we'll put them inside the box to make the maze. Look at this and figure out where we want, how do we want the maze to work?
They're this big. Why are they so big?
Well, that one goes this way. I think we only need two. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut halfway. I'm going to cut a slit. Or, here we go. Here, Evelyn, you want to put these together?
Sure. You put it together for me.
Okay, there we go. All right.
The big T.
So then we'll measure it.
Big
See if we're happy with that.
How's
Okay.
that a maze?
Well, we need to cut some doors, some doorways.
I know, but how's that a maze for people?
For the bunnies.
I know, but that's not really a maze. It's easy to get out there. All you do is doop, doop, doop.
Okay, so what we're going to need is we're going to need a little hole here, and we're going to need a door here and a door there. So let's take this apart. We're going to make a door on this side.
It's flat. You cannot see it.
And this actually might be a Lulu sized door. What do you think?
Yeah, Snowy's
I'm
leaving
not
it.
sure if Snowy can fit through there, but where there's a will, there's a way. We have, just trim that a little bit more.
Texting and driving at the same time is not a good idea.
Bad idea.
I'm texting and driving.
Bad idea.
I know, no, that's not good.
Okay,
Remember
here we
the
go.
time that we were off to the crafties and Dad saw the girl texting and driving?
I know, that was scary. She was quite dangerous. Okay, here we go. So now we have our maze.
That looks weird.
Okay. I don't think we're going to need that one. We can save that and make a different
It's a karate
different
board.
pattern another day.
It's a karate board.
Okay, so now we're going to just slip it right inside the box. Oops, here. Goes the other way. Here we go.
It's almost solid.
Here we go. And there we have our little maze for the bunnies to go through. Now, Evelyn, what do you think? I think maybe we want to.
Yeah, let's flip this around.
Let's
Actually.
put a little duct tape on here to
Mommy, I
secure
think
it.
we should flip this around.
What do you mean?
I mean, why should the bunnies jump like this to get through?
Well, this is the bottom.
Oh.
This is the bottom. Don't worry.
Then how do you get through here?
Just a minute.
That's just weird.
Oh, you're right. It's upside down. Silly
I
mommy.
told you.
Silly mommy. Okay, there we go. That's better. Although they might like copying.
No.
That's better.
No.
Upside down. There we go.
Well.
Silly mommy. Let's put a little bit of duct tape to secure it. Okay. So our bunny maze is ready, but we've got one more step. If this is ready for the bunnies.
But you don't have to do the next
We're
step.
gonna add. We found these really cute wooden decorations at Michael's. So we decided we're actually going to decorate our bunny maze. And I've got the glue gun here ready. We're just going to measure.
Ooh, that looks hot.
It is very hot. Be careful.
No, right there.
So we're going to measure along the edge of the bottom and put this trim around the bottom. This is just plain wood, So if the bunnies chew it, it'll be okay. And then we have some cute flowers.
I'm going to show the flowers.
Okay.
We got 2 kinds of flowers.
Got a couple of kinds of flowers, and what's that other one?
And then we have this little firefly thing.
It's a dragonfly, I think.
Dragonfly. I'm a dragonfly.
Yeah, so-
I'm a dragonfly.
And we're just going to glue these on. Now,
Flower.
you could glue it. I'm going to use the glue gun, and I'm going to be very careful to only put the glue in away from the edge so that the bunnies won't come into contact with it. You could also use Elmer's glue if we're going to measure.
Through the sky.
So, okay, so the next thing we're going to do is attach our decorative molding here. So I'm just going to put a Okay, so where shall we put the flower on this side? Firefly there?
Mhm.
Okay.
Well, we're gonna have this flower. This.
Okay, so well, this is a little bit heavy, so I'm hoping it'll stay on okay, but we'll see. All right, firefly up here in the corner.
Hope it doesn't slip down. Okay, Mom.
Just hold that on, let it set. So here is our decorated maze. We're gonna take a look around here. We've got decoration on this side.
And it's almost time for the last step.
And here we have our decoration on that side. We have 2 entrances. She's coming out.
Oh,
You like that? You like that maze, my little girl?
Not quite sure
Yes.
what's the name of it.
Yes,
She likes
good
it.
girl. You can chew on that without...
She's just
Bring
not.
it back in.
Yeah, she's
Yes.
scared of the rug.
Yeah.
Remember the other day when she was jumping around on it? She was like, ah!
Hey, Lulu, you can chew on those flowers without getting in trouble. Yes, you can.
And the dragonfly.
Yes,
I'm
you
Lulu.
can.
I'm the star of the
You
show.
are so cute.
Oh my god, that rug is creepy.
Oh, such a good bunny.